So there is a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Yeah, like does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
Or what about the future of AI? What happens when computers actually learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town? From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
What's up, y'all? I'm Brian Ford, artisan baker and host of the new podcast, Flaky Biscuit. I'm going to help y'all learn how to cook and bake new things as we get to know our guests through their favorite nostalgic meal.
If you are ever at a place in your life where things are too busy or your head gets too big, having a meal like this, it reminds you of who you were and also who you still are.
Listen to Flaky Biscuit every Tuesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From iHeart Podcasts, Supreme, The Battle for Roe, tells the story of the unlikely champions behind the landmark case Roe v. Wade. Starring Maya Hawke as 26-year-old lead attorney Sarah Weddington.
We're challenging the Texas abortion laws in federal court.
And Academy Award nominee William H. Macy as Supreme Court Justice Harry Blackmun.
Time is not the most important factor. Getting it right is.
Listen to the podcast Supreme, The Battle for Roe on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
The text of 78592 says, while out walking my dog, I noticed a neighbor waving at me through the window, and I thought, how nice. Yeah. So I excitedly waved back till I realized she was just washing her window.
Oh, God.
Windex, making fools of all of us since 1936.
She's been waving for 3 minutes.
It's a clean window, at least.
Well, sometimes you leave streaks and smudges on the window of your life.
Aww.
And the best way to clear them is to come on this show and let us squeegee that shame away with an on-air confession. And one of our listeners is ready to Windex away his past mistakes. He's chosen to go by Ralph today. So, Ralph, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Ralph, you got some dirty windows?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Symbolic dirty windows.
Well, we have our towel and our squeegee ready. The voice changer is on. You're the masked speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
All right, so I have a 14-year-old son.
Okay.
And, of course, he's 14, so I've been having a hard time connecting with him.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that age.
We hear that a lot. I mean, I actually think it's like our best compliment when parents say that our show is how they connect with their teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe your son has better taste and he doesn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really using your show for that reason.
Okay.
But he doesn't really share with me about his friends or his interests or his school life or any of that stuff, and he doesn't want to talk to his old man.
Right.
I have my own life, Dad.
Yeah.
You can be in my business.
Leave me alone.
How was school? Good. Got to go to my room.
Yeah, totally.
So,
standard.
And that's it. So he comes home, goes to his room, and locks himself in there and plays video games for hours.
Okay.
You know, and I don't know who he's playing with, and I want to respect his privacy, you know, but as a father, I'm also a little worried. I mean, there's crazy stuff that goes on the internet.
Yes, you should be. I mean, it's your role as a dad to be able to step in and figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I wasn't really sure how to check up with him. So I follow him on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And a little while ago, he put a post asking if anybody wanted to join his Call of Duty squad.
Oh,
here
Right.
we go.
Okay.
So I bought another Xbox, and I got the game, and I made a fake profile and all that, and then I asked to join his group.
Wait, he doesn't know it's you?
No.
Your username is not your dad.
Yeah.
So they accepted me in, right?
Oh, you with the cool kids now.
Do you use a microphone?
No, I mean, we use that chat thing. I don't know exactly what that is, but I never talk on the microphone.
Okay. okay.
But
Do the other kids, or is he just also playing with a bunch of creepy middle-aged men?
I don't think you're creepy, Ralph.
I mean, it's your own kid. That's not creepy, but I'm just concerned. Yeah.
And as a gamer, you can play with random people, and sometimes if you get a dub or you're doing well with this person, you're like, hey man, let me add you, and we can play. And so when you see each other on,
the gaming community is actually way more accepting of just randoms than regular people
Yeah,
are.
but I still wouldn't want my 14-year-old accepting randoms. I just, like...
Yeah. Well, right, exactly. That's exactly where the whole worry of the whole thing starts.
Right. Okay, so what did you find when you got into the Call of Duty group?
Well, it's been a few weeks, right? And I've learned that my son actually is making money.
What?
By doing other kids' homework.
Oh.
At $25 a pop.
$25 per homework?
Yeah, or paper or whatever.
Yeah, like writing
my
an
God.
essay. Oh my gosh.
That's always such a hard one. Like, do you punish them? They're also making some money.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Obviously
cheating.
the smart one, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and the thing is, you wonder, because you can buy stuff on the game and you can do all this. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could buy skins and
You didn't know
weapons
that?
and decals.
No, I didn't. Well,
You must be the worst player on this kid's team.
Oh, I am so bad.
Hey guys, how do I jump?
Yeah.
But that's the nice thing. They're actually not horrible to me. So there's a nice group of kids, you know.
Oh, that's sweet. Did you find out more stuff other than he's doing other kids' homework for money?
What else?
Well, yeah, he's making a lot of money. I mean, he's doing a lot of this. And I even heard him talking about buying flowers for a girl at school.
oh, impressive time management. Video games, homework, and a girlfriend.
Wow.
Right? But then he talked about how he donated some of it to a charity.
What?
You got a good kid on
What,
your
you have
hands,
a perfect
bro.
child over there?
Did they use charity in air quotes? Is it like a new slang word?
Or is that another woman at a different place?
Oh, charity, right? Charity. Oh. Didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Do you feel like a little bit unnerved by what you found?
I mean,
or-
it's almost like reading his diary, but in real time. Or
Yeah.
like when back in the day when your parents would listen on the other line.
Yeah, true.
Right? Oh, yeah. But I'm learning how smart he is. I
Yeah.
mean, he must be pretty smart if they're paying him $25 to do his homework.
Yeah, it's not like
Right.
they're paying for F's.
And he's doing his own, too.
And he's talking to girls.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm so relieved because I was a little worried that he was like some weird video game obsessed loner, you know?
Oh, you're just happy that he has friends.
Yeah.
That may or may not be using him for his homework abilities.
Right? Yeah. I'm glad he's just not meeting weird guys online like me.
Well,
I feel
luckily
like
it's just you.
He could be smart enough to know this is his dad.
Yeah.
Also,
And he's tricking.
Don't get too into the game because one day he's going to come home from school and you're going to be the loner. That's like, leave me alone. I'm on my Xbox, son.
Well, and he hasn't invited me to play in real time. You know, I try and throw things out like, hey, if you ever want anybody else to play, I'll play with you.
Oh, and he says no?
Yeah, it's so far, but you might come along. You never know.
I don't want my kids to get older. They still like me.
Yeah, Brooke, that's why Brooke doesn't let her kids play at all. Well, this is kind of wholesome. I like this.
That was kind of
message.
nice. Text in to 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We can hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you the next masked speaker. We got your phone tap coming up next.
Get ready to best your best summer with Dash Pass from DoorDash. As a Dash Pass member, you'll get $0 delivery fees, reduced service fees on all eligible orders, plus you could enjoy special members-only access to top events. Summer of Dash Pass from DoorDash now through July 19th.
So there is a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Yeah, like does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
Or what about the future of AI? What happens when computers actually learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town? From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
What's up, y'all? I'm Brian Ford, artisan baker and host of the new podcast, Flaky Biscuit. I'm going to help y'all learn how to cook and bake new things as we get to know our guests through their favorite nostalgic meal.
If you are ever at a place in your life where things are too busy or your head gets too big, having a meal like this, it reminds you of who you were and also who you still are.
Listen to Flaky Biscuit every Tuesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.